We have the top 5 best chassis from 2020 to 2021 by the WBO. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and if you're new, please subscribe. Also, like this video, share this video, and leave a comment. Follow me on TikTok and on Instagram, all the links are in the description down below. Now, so that you won't miss any of my posts, please click on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I make a new post. Before I start, again, these are voted upon by the top 5, by the top ranked WBO members. And if you want to check the article, the link is in the description down below. It's the Instagram account of Blader Kai. I think he's the number 1 ranked Beyblader by the WBO. And also, you can also subscribe to beybase.com. Basically anything, all the activities of the WBO are posted there. So, we have the top 5 chassis, and let's start right away with number 5. It is 2S. Yep, and 2S is actually really good. It came with Mirage Fafnir, but it has a triangular shape, so rather than being a stamina chassis, it's usually used for more on attack combos because, yeah, again, it is triangular. But it is also good for combos that have life after death because it's kind of smooth and flowing up with this, and it's shaped like it's flowing upward. See? So yeah, I usually use this with Brave and Destroy Dash. Again, it's one of the heaviest of the double chassis, and yeah, pretty awesome double chassis. Next, number 4 is 2A. So it has also a tri-contact points, meaning it has 3 contact points. It is perfectly aligned with Brave. That's what I like about the double chassis system. It's like the best version of a disc and frame fusion. And especially if it aligns with the ring, it looks awesome. So this is pretty defensive, and that one actually produces a lot of recoil because of its triangular shape. This one is like a more balanced type of chassis because it is good for attack, it is good for defense, and it has pretty good life after death as well. See how circular it is? It doesn't scrape with Destroy Dash as well. Or you can also use Extend Plus on this, and it's gonna perform pretty good. I just feel like it's a little bit on the lighter side of the double chassis. But yeah, it is number 4. Number 3, the double chassis that is most versatile. You can use this for attack, you can use it for defense combos. It depends really on what ring you're gonna use, because once this gets pressed, it's going to be fixed. So there are rings that are like set. There are rings that are like fixed on one mode. Either it's attack mode or defense mode. It depends on the ring that you're gonna use. But with World Spriggan, you can actually use both. And it is on the heavier side amongst the double chassis. It's very circular, but it still produces quite some recoil when this part gets hit here. So yeah, it is a very good double chassis. Usually this is used with World Spriggan. I don't know any other combo which this would actually be better than with World Spriggan, and then Drift. But yeah, you can use this with Tempest as well, but it will be fixed. With Mirage, it will be free spinning, and I think with Wyvern as well. With Jet, it's going to be free spinning, I think, or if I'm wrong, I forgot. And at number 2, it is the only single chassis in the group, and actually is the best single chassis because 4A is not balanced and 1D is just like so light, although 1D has pretty good teeth. And this is usually used with the wheel combo. Whatever ring you use or driver you use, this is usually paired with wheel, because what other disc would you choose, right? Wheel is the number one disc, so why not use it with Wheel? Sometimes it's used with Tempest, Extend Plus, Wheel, or World, 1S Wheel, Drift, or Extend Plus as well. The only problem with this is any single chassis combo is prone to bursting compared to double chassis, so that's something just to be careful with. And of course, number one, and I think anybody would agree with this, because in case you didn't know, the number one Beyblade combo is a Rage combo. So there's no other chassis better to pair Rage with than 3A, because it screams Rage. It's like, when you look at it, what other Beyblade is it meant to be used for? This part right here is the start of the upper attack. Ooh, it has damage there. No! It's damage. I don't like it when my Beyblades get damage. And this is the start of the upper attack, and just appreciate the molded details on this. This is like a piece of art. Look at all those detailing. They didn't have to do that. They could have just made that flat plastic, but they did. So yeah, this is the most dangerous double chassis. Now, do I agree with how they are ranked? I guess it comes with preference. With my past videos of the top 5 parts from the WBO, a lot have commented with, a lot have already also shared their preferences, like what they think should have been included, and they gave their opinions. But these are voted by the top 5 WBO, but voted by the top ranked WBO members, so it's mostly based on their preference. You can also make your own top 5 based on your preference and standards. I do have my own preference, so if I were to rearrange this based on my preference, I would remove this, because I am not a fan of single chassis. I use 1S for wheel combos because of, testing, competitive testing, and yeah, basically testing combos. But if I were to make a 5G deck, this is not going to be a part of it. I'm not a fan of using single chassis. It's burst prone, and I just don't like how it looks. Basically, that's it. And I'm more of an attack type kind of guy. In my 5G deck, I only use like one or two defense stamina hybrid combos. So I'd probably remove this, but again, if I put myself in the situation of those who chose this, I understand why they picked this as number 2. In fact, I understand why these is their top 5. I put myself in their shoes, and I understand the reason why they chose this. Again, these are really good, these are really competitive. But I have another chassis which I think not many people use. But again, I'm not a fan of single chassis, so what I would replace it is 1A. Yep. And I'll also place it in number 2. Why? 3A is a left spin destroyer of Beyblades. 1A is the right spin version of it. If 3A is more on upper attack, this is more on smash attacks. Like seriously, you put this on a taller driver, and if it hits the opponent with these things, it will burst them or knock them out. And it's quite heavy. It's also on the heavy side of the double chassis system. And yeah, not many people use this because again, I feel like this is an underrated double chassis. Most people use these, but yeah, this is already a sure inclusion in my 5G deck. I don't use this. I'd rather use 2B in replacement of this, 2B and probably 2A, because I use this on my Tempest and I use this on my World combo. So yeah, again, it boils down to preferences, guys. Whatever it is that you can use the best, choose that, alright? And if you want to argue with our choices, if you want to argue with my choices, or the WBO's choices, there's only one way to settle that, and it's not to debate on the comments. It is to battle them. So test your combos against their combos or my combos, do whatever. That's the only way really to settle things, to figure out which part is better or which combo is better. But again, it boils down to preference. Oh yeah, you can't really test it because we also have our each launching style. I mean, when I use this, I make sure that I win, of course. But if you're gonna just do some test battles, it will be different. So yeah, that's it for this video. We still have one more, and that is the top 5 best layers. I mean best, what do you call it in Sparking? Best rings. So thank you for watching, and bye. Keep safe.